Good evening. I hope y'all are doing well. I am going to be doing a poinsettia tonight. I've had several people ask me to do this, so I thought it would be fun, and I hope y'all are having a great Sunday. So I will pan down and we will get started. Okay. So I'm going to do this slightly different. Hey, Vicki. Hey, Donna. So I am going to be using these silver balls for the center. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Penny. I got these from Trendy, Teresa. They have this little, like, pipe cleaner, green pipe cleaner on it. So what we're going to be using is a 15-inch. Now, I'm using a work wreath, but you don't have to. You can just use a regular wreath, just a regular wire one. I'm going to use a 12-inch because we're going to put this on top because we kind of want to build it up. Hi, sis. Hey, LaDonna. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Judy. I'll be using one of these plastic canvases. I like to use these when I'm doing something like this that needs to have a center, just because it just makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to show you that because I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. All I did was put my wire wreath frame upside down and then just draw a circle in here where I need to cut out. Now I'll just cut it out and then I'll show you the rest of what we're going to do. So how's y'all's day going? Everybody doing okay? Hey, Billy. You've been waiting for this. I know. I just kept saying, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I never got to it. I'm getting to it today. I actually have a plan to do a second one, too, because there's two different ways you can do this. Is it real blurry? Can y'all see me okay? Hey, Terry. Hey, Cheryl. We need Ross already? Okay. Hold on. Let me go get him. Give me a second. Hey, guys. It's real blurry. It's clear now? Okay. Let me just try. Hello, everyone.
Okay, it's blurry or what?
Is it any better now? Better? Okay. Good deal. Yay.
Okay, so it's like you need to get one of those thingies, like the cleaning, like white thingies, and then you just rub the camera out.
Oh, okay. We'll do that.
Hi.
Just
making sure.
Hey, Donna.
Sure.
Hey, Pamela. Hey, Allison. Hi, Kathy. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, good. So all I'm going to do is tie this on with some zip ties. I happen to have black, so I thought that would work because our frame's black. So it'll just blend right in. So once I get this done, we'll start putting the mesh on. But I wanted you to see this part just so you get to see it. So I know you've made it. Hey. Hey, Kathy. Can you see it now? It might have been when I had to step out for a second. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Trixie. How are y'all tonight? I tell you, after these days of doing these lives, I'm not going to know what to do with myself. Oh, good. Hey, Belita. How are you doing? These are fun to make. A tad time consuming, but fun. Okay, so we've gotten this on. So we can put our center in. And what did I do with that? This is what we're going to put in the center. These little gold balls that come on these little ties. So this is what we're going to be putting the majority of the red on. So we're going to be using this red wide foil. Isn't that pretty? I thought that would make a pretty poinsettia. I'll be doing another one soon because I want to do the other one, which is the one you do with burlap, and it has the much smaller petals. So we'll be doing that too. But I don't know if I'll get to it in the 12 days. I'll try. So we're also going to be using the green wide foil for the petals. So let me just show you what I did. So all I did was take the green and the red, get my little clean edge. You know, it makes it a lot easier to cut. And I just cut every 10 inches. So just like that. So I just cut a whole bunch of these so that way we can make our petals. We're going to do the red second. So the first thing we're going to do is put the green on. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're just going to make a normal petal. There's nothing special about it. So you just take it the way that it wants to roll up. You flatten it out. Then you take this side and this side and meet it in the middle. You see that? And then you just scrunch it up. So then you make almost like a bow tie. Kind of looks like a bow tie. And then what you do is you just put them. I'm just going to do it one time because we're going to put 2 in here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put 2 in each one of these all the way around and in this one. So I just meet them in the middle, scrunch it up like that, open this back up, put it down, and then I can tie it off several good times. So, hi Judith. Hey Carol. Is it Burry again? My boys must be getting on and off their games. Okay, so lay it flat, and then just meet it in the middle and scrunch it up like this. Okay. Now you can, one thing you can do is you can just do 2 at one time and put them down together instead of going back and forth in your inside your ties. That kind of saves a little bit of time. So I actually did some up already and stuck them in my Bodabra. See here? So I thought I would show you. Just take 2 that you've already done. Just put them on top of each other and just go right into the next tie. It kind of saves a little time and you don't have to keep going, you know, back into the same one several times. Hi, Lily. So I'll just take the 2, open up the next tie, and put it down. Now when we get done with the leaves, we're going to come back and move them around, so don't worry too much about how they look right now. I am tying these off 3 good times because I don't want them to come loose. So I'll take the next 2. Now if you don't have a work wreath, you would just want to put, you can either put 10 ties on the bottom and 8 on the top, or you can tie these together and then put them on. So you want to put 10 on the bottom and 8 on the top. There we go. See how awesome the Bodabra is for stuff like this? So I just take my 2, Put them in my tie. Tie them down 3 good times. There is no reason that you have to do them separately. It doesn't make it look any different. So I just make a whole bunch of these and put them in my bodabra, and then I come back and put them down. There we go. So we have one left on the bottom. See how pretty and shiny that is? I like that. I sure will, Brenda. Both of them are the 10-inch. So it's the 10-inch green. It's lime green. And it's the wide foil. I'm pretty sure I got both of these at Trendy Tree. I wanted to do the darker green, but everyone was sold out. So this green works just as well. So now we've gotten the bottom on, and all you want to do is take your petals and just kind of push them down like this. Whoops, look, I missed a tie. That's one of the reasons why you do it, so you can see if you missed anything. Okay. So just take these two, put it down. And then you're just kind of folding it in like this, just kind of scrunching it out. So you just keep going around doing the same thing. Like that. You can try to do this before you put it on, but really it kind of works better if you do it after you get it on, because they start to kind of fold against each other. See how they kind of fold against each other? So now we're going to go to this top one, and we're going to do the exact same thing. So we're just going to open these ties up, put our green down. You can squish it in now, or you can do it when you get done. Either way is fine. All right, so we'll just start making them and go around. So just take our green, lay it flat the way it wants to curl, meet it in the middle, squish it up. I wanted to be sure I could show you. See, there's our bow tie. We just stick them together and put it down. Like that. We're going to do the same thing with the red too, so. Hey, Donna. Hey, Colleen. Yay, you made it. So this is a 15-inch, and we also have a 12-inch we're going to be using. We're going to tie this 12-inch on to the 15-inch. That way we can end up with a nice, big, pretty poinsettia. It'll end up being about 24 by 24. So we got our 2. And if this hurts your hands, you can put one down at a time, or you could put it in your bodabra or a chip clip. That works too. So see, we have our little bow tie. How do you know where the, okay. So if you're going to do pipe cleaners, what you're going to do is you just pick a point on the wreath. Doesn't matter where. It's probably good to do it like right against one of these little side ties. And what you do is put one down. You want to put it, let's see. Let me get one out, I'll show you. So if you were to take your wreath form and you take your pipe cleaner and you just put it down like in the middle like this, you want to tie it off pretty good because you don't want it to be moving. So once you get it on there pretty tight, what you do is you bend your pipe cleaner over, you see where the smallest one is? That's where you put the next one. You just keep doing that, going all the way around. So that's how you do that. So you don't need to have one that already has it on there. It is 10 by 10. That's up, Mommy. Okay. So I just keep folding it in half, scrunching it up, making my little bow tie. Thank you. You know what? That's funny because I didn't mean to match the project. It just kind of happened that way. I think I did that on the first couple of days. Okay, so we have 2 left on the top, and then we'll start on the red. So I wanted to have enough in here so you could see the green. Now, you don't have to put green on here if you don't want to. If you want to just put red, you could do the same thing. You also don't have to use 2 wreaths. You can just use 1. Although you wouldn't want to, I mean, you can use one that's 15 inch, but it's a lot to cover in the center if you just have the 15 inch. All in all, it ends up being about the same, I think. So, all righty. I sure will, Judith. Yes, both of them are 10 by 10 mesh. So once I get this last one on, oh, I think there's one over there. Well, let's see. So then we just do the same thing. So we just take it and kind of move it in towards the middle like this. See, and this will start covering in some of those spots that the other one leaves blank. So, like that. There we go. All right, so there's the green part. But you just keep layering it on so it really will cover. Now you have 2 choices. You can go ahead and put 1 layer of the red on and then start on the next one, or you can just go right to the top and do the red. But I am going to do 1 layer of red. I'm not going to put 2, I'm just going to put 1. So I'm just going to make single, open this back up, and put the red down. And then I'll tie it off 3 times. And I'm actually going to let the red just kind of go across. So just making single petals. This kind of, the reason I do this is because it kind of covers this wire up here so that you can't really see where you're going to put the next one down. To me, it just kind of helps. So let's cut a few more. So you can see I'm just pulling it out and cutting every 10 inches. So, okay, and then I just meet them in the middle, pinch it up, go in here, and put this down. You're not really going to be able to see these ties, but you can kind of tuck them underneath in the back, like that. So, this is really an easy project. It's just a matter of doing the same steps over and over. Just have that around the back. Let's see, I think I made some singles. Yep, here we go. So another thing you can do is you can make these and just put them in a pipe cleaner and set them aside. Especially if you have trouble with your hands or your back or anything like that. And you can make this in stages. I think that helps a lot. See if I can. I sure will enter you. I'll be drawing that on day 12. I don't know if I will get to it before I come on. If not, I'll let y'all know on the 13th. So I cut them at 10 inches. Let's fold over, meet in the middle. Come back in. Put it down. See how pretty that red is against that green? I love that. I sure will, Elaine. I sure will. I sure will do that, Bee. Okay. What'd you hear, Bella? When my husband goes down the stairs, it sounds like a freight train. So if you hear a noise in the background, that's what it is. Okay, so we've gotten the bottom part done. So, oh, here it is. So now we're going to put this, attach this on. So I'm just going to move some of this mesh back, grab some zip ties. I sure will, Tracy. And I'll just put the zip tie through the bottom and the top and just tie it down together. I like to do this because it kind of gives it a little bit more dimension. So if you do it this way, what happens is it'll raise that red up, and so you'll still be able to see the green. If you do it all on one, you end up having to cut the green longer in order to keep seeing it. So it just makes it a little bit easier. I sure will, Deborah. You just got power back. Oh, wow. I will, Kayla. Don't worry, if I don't call out your name while we're doing this, it's because the comments scroll so fast, but I will come back and look at it after, and I will grab your name off and stick it in my database so that it will pick. Okay. So you want to do at least 4 good corners at a minimum. So I just keep doing the same thing. This is small already made. No, I attached the screen. It's just a plastic canvas that I cut out and attached with little ties here. You can get these plastic canvases at Walmart or any craft store, really. So we're almost done attaching this. And then we can start putting our petals on. So let's see. I think we'll put one more on. It's kind of loose over here. I sure will, Mary. And Karen. And Cindy. And I wish y'all good luck. What are you gonna ask for if you win? All right, so we got this on. So see how this kind of stands up above the bottom? So now, I intentionally picked one that did not have the ties already on it because I wanted to show you all you have to do is put 2 together like this with the zip tie, and then you're just going to go right in. I'm going to go on this 3rd row right here. So I'm just going to put it down, and I'm going to tie it around the back right here. Like that. So I want to do at least 8 around here. Between 8 and 10. If you can get 10 on, it's better. But if you can only fit 8 on, that works too. So I have them about, what is that, about 3 inches apart, 2 or 3 inches apart. So I have a whole bunch of these with just the 2 made. So that way y'all didn't have to watch me do it forever. Because the put together is the more fun part. So I'm just tying it back here. You can also go right on that bottom one too. That's just a personal preference. And it depends on how full you want it. If you want it really full, you can go right on that bottom one and tie it there. See how it's looking? We're going to do the same thing we did with the other. We're going to bend it down like this. So I like it to stick up some. I think that kind of makes it more look like a flower. Flowers aren't really flat. I will, Penny. You've never seen folding the mesh? Yeah. It's a great way to make petals. Okay. So we just keep going around. Whoop, they stick together. If it seems like they're starting to move around, you can take your pipe cleaner and tie it to the little wire that's before it. That'll help keep it in place. So if you're starting to put it on and it feels like they're moving around, you just stick it right on top of that one. So, and you are putting them sideways like this. I don't know if I said that. That's definitely an important part. You want to put them sideways. So we're almost around. See how it's starting to look like a flower over here? So we probably need 2 more up here. Let's see how many we were able to get up here. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're going to get to 10. Perfect. All right. Here we go. See how putting that red one on there just kind of starts out the red? I like that. Okay, this should be the last one on this level, and then we're going to do this top level, and then we're going to put our gold balls in, and we're going to put some around here, and we'll be good to go. So, thank you, Jeanette. No. This wide foil mesh does not it does not fray anything like the poly. In my opinion, the poly mesh is the worst. I use it because in some projects it's just perfect. Like the Christmas tree I did, it has the poly, but it really does fray something terrible. But no, this really doesn't. It's really thick, so if you see, it's not really fraying hardly at all. I mean, there are some little pieces, but it's nothing like the other mesh. This is the nicer mesh, so it really does kind of hold up a lot better. It also holds up really, really well outside. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the top, and I'm going to go right into this plastic canvas and then right on that top ring. That helps hold that canvas in, and it gets us at the right level as well. So same thing. I have 2 in each one. So let's see. Yep. So on this one, I'm probably going to try to get between 6 and 8. And then I have some individual ones cut, so when we get in the very center. So you want to space it out about the same amount that you did on the bottom one, about every 3 inches or so. But because you're going through the canvas, you don't even have to tie it up. It'll hold it nice and tight. And you're still going sideways like this. You know, the big thing that you're looking for is to make sure that you're covering so that you can't really see any of the wire or the canvas. That'll be our ultimate goal, to get all that covered. Okay. See how it's looking? And you'll do the same thing. You just kind of pull on them. Just try to get them to move down. Bella's good. I think she's running around with the boys, because I hear them out there yelling, which generally means she's playing with them. So they're so funny. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just putting 2 together. And what I did is I used these red pipe cleaners, and I cut them in half. And see, like this. The reason I do that is just because it saves on pipe cleaners. Because when you're making lots of wreaths, after a while the cost will add up. So anytime you can try and save yourself money, it's a good thing. Especially if you're going to be selling them, because the lower your cost, the better you can make the price, and the happier your customer will be. So, looks like I am all out of the doubles. So let's just cut some. You see that? Don't you love it when they do that? Yay. So they kind of cut this in half. I must have gotten on a, see that? Not the best. It happens. Sometimes you get rolls like that. Okay, so I just put 2 together. Do my pipe cleaner. Tie it off. And then put down the next one. Okay. It's So let's see how we're doing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we probably need maybe 2 more. Hey, Bella. I'd say maybe 2 more. So is it getting bad again? Hey, Tammy. Well, you know, it depends on your market for what you charge, but I'd say a good rule of thumb is to start with your cost and then add an hourly rate or double your cost. But when you're figuring it out, you want to make sure that you're accounting for everything. Shipping, your boxes. When I say cost, that means everything. So you gotta be real careful about that. So I would tell you a good thing to do is check Etsy. Go out to Etsy, look up what you're making, because it'll give you an idea of what others are charging, and it'll tell you kind of what people are willing to pay. So I've got 1. Make my second one. There we go. Tie them together. We'll go ahead and do the other one and then we'll put them in. So for those of you that joined us late, I just cut these. This is 10 by 10. I cut it at 10 inches. I'm just folding it in the middle, making my little bow tie. So I scrunched it up for a bow tie. Same with this. Just make our little bow tie. Then I'm putting a pipe cleaner around it. A half of a pipe cleaner, I guess I should say. What kind of wreath are you making, Tammy? One of these? I think that these meshes run, so these 2 meshes are probably about $8 a piece. And the frames are maybe $3 a piece. And the gold is, I can't remember how much the gold was. So this is probably maybe 20 or 25. I would say, generally speaking, when you're making wreaths, it's going to be in the $25 to $35 range, unless you're doing something pretty elaborate. Now, if you do something pretty elaborate, of course, it'll be a lot more. But I would say the average one, just the basic one, that's about what it's going to run you. And of course, you can save yourself money by getting certain things from the Dollar Tree. You can even get frames from the Dollar Tree. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, because these things can get very costly very quickly. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of push them, make sure. You see how it kind of does this? I love that. So that's one of the reasons why we double up on it, because it almost starts pulling around, to me, like a flower. You know how like flowers, the petals aren't exactly all uniform. Some come up, some go this way. So that's why I like this particular method. So now I think this is pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get the center done. So I got these for the center, and I got these from Trinity Tree, I believe. Thank you, Rolanda Michelle. How are you, girl? This is what I'm using for the center. So I got these from Trinity Tree. I'm pretty sure Craft Outlet has them too. Michelle, are you living in California now? Because I saw you post something about that fire. So I cut these in half because I think that these are made to use like ties, so that, you know, you can put it around, tie it around and it's a decoration for your wreath. But we're going to use it for the center. It just kind of makes a perfect center to me. So we're going to put these in, and then we're going to finish putting the petals in. So these should go right down, right through the mesh. This plastic canvas is really what it is. So see, I just stick them right down in there, like this. And you know, how many you put in there is completely up to you. See, and I'll show you from the back. So that's what it looks like. It just comes right through. And you can kind of twist them together. Because what you can do is you can cover this back with thick felt, or you can also use round placemats. Sometimes you can find the round placemats at the Dollar Tree, and you can use those. It covers pretty great. Now these kind of aren't going to be perfect, so the best thing to do is put one kind of in the middle of it. Let me get it in and I'll show you. So, like that. I'm sorry, Mary. I'll be back on YouTube tomorrow, and I will post this to YouTube in a little bit after we're done. So, let's see. Let's do 6 and see how that looks. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple in the middle here to cover up that. So let's see. All right, so what you do is you take, so we'll leave that there for a second. I'm going to start putting our single petals around it, because that will determine how many more we need to put in. So I just do a single petal, tie it off, and I want to start tying it close to where I have the last row. So if you look at it from behind, like right here's our last row. So I'm going to put one here, like this. Just kind of move that around. And then move that down like this. And then the next one, what you want to do is take it and fold it over. So it starts out like this, and you just fold it over like that. You want to put it pretty close up to these. For one thing, it'll keep that petal going in the right direction. You see that? You see how that kind of covers? So see, we put that right near where the last one was. So all you're doing is progressively going towards the middle. See? And then what that does is it covers up anything that's in this middle. So you put one going sideways, kind of up near the base. Now there's quite a few of these gold pieces in this bag, so if you get one of these, you can put as many as you want. You don't have to put as much of the flowers. If you wanted a really big center, you can do that too. So just pull it up. See, we're doing about that 3-inch, like that. So let's do it. That kind of gives me a better idea of what we want the center to look like. So I'll get a few more of these out. So let's make that one single petal. So we take it like this, and we twist that top one around to the front, just like that. See? And that makes kind of like a double petal. And you just put it up close to those balls, put it right through, and tie it off. You see? See how that looks there? See how it's starting to fill in those spots? So then what you can do, put a few more of these in. It's twisted. Okay. So put this down. Like that. So let's do one here. I think that's good. It's starting to look more like a round. There we go. So we want them to be pretty tight up against this red. And then what we'll do, you see how there's a little opening in here? What we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to stick it down right in between there. And it'll cover it up and make the center just a little bit more dimensional. So that's kind of how you do that. Because these are round, it's kind of hard to fill in the center with these. Yes, it will be on YouTube. Oh no, Terry, don't worry, it'll replay. Hey Maria. Hey Berto. Hey Kay. What kind of mesh is it? It is the wide foil mesh. So I have the red and the green. It's the 10 by 10 inch. I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. Put one this way. I knocked the stuff off. So one that way, and then one where I take it and twist that petal around, pull it up to the front, just kind of squeeze it down. It'll stay there. And then stick this one close to little ornaments. See how that's starting to fill in? So I think we can do one more to the side. That ought to cover this canvas. Then we can just do a couple more singles and finish our middle. And that'll be it. We'll have our poinsettia. And the next one I'm going to do is going to be the one with the burlap. I think that one's really pretty. It has really small petals. So just take this, turn it around, drop it right through there. Tie it off. There we go. What you think? Another one of the single petals in front of this one. There we go. See how that's looking? Okay, so let's see. I think we need one here. So now all I'm going to do is try to make this circular. I'm going to start shoving them in there. I'm just pulling them right down through the canvas. So we'll start filling in those holes. I'm going to put one over here. You know, you don't have to get this kind either. You can just go get regular gold ornaments and just glue it on. That works perfectly too. Here we go. I think I flopped out for a second. There we go. All right. So we're getting pretty round. I think one more ought to do it. Is the picture getting bad? Okay. Ah, there it is. Okay. So now I'm just starting to fill in the little parts where you can see. And if it gets difficult, you can just cut this little thing off and just glue it right on. Because it gets kind of difficult to put it right in the middle. Haha. My finger knocked off. Haha, I got it. Okay. Then all you have to do is just kind of go around, push your mesh down like this. If you see any little spots, any little gaps, like right here, you can just take one, kind of glue it down. Well, of course, this one's sticking up, but, and that's it. There's the poinsettia. So I hope y'all like this. Have an at-home near us. I don't know why I keep going in and out. I'm sorry. Okay, looks like it's back up. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with our internet tonight. It's not even raining. So there is a poinsettia. And this really isn't that hard to make. It just, you know, takes a little time, but pretty soon I'll come back and we'll do the other kind. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. So, yes, I know. I don't even know where Ross is. So tomorrow night and Tuesday night, I'll be on YouTube. So I hope y'all will flop over there and join me. And I will enter everybody's name in the contest. And I will see y'all later on. Thanks for joining me tonight. I enjoyed it. Bye. Ooh, I'm hot.